Hi Virgo, my name is Audrey Alison. Thank you for joining me for your April 2015 forecast for the month. I am very happy to be here and outdoors. It is an 84-degree, beautiful California day. I hope you're warm wherever you are. I also want to thank Virgos for their loyalty. I've read for a lot of Virgoans last month, and I'm just generally very blessed and happy that you're loyal subscribers, so thank you. Okay, let's get into it because we are starting April with an eclipse again. So on the 4th, we have a full moon total lunar eclipse at 14 degrees Libra. This for you, Virgo, is your second house of money. Now, it's a little weird because eclipses eclipse things out of your life that no longer serve you, with the full moon bringing an awareness and an illumination to the sector that it lands in. This being in your finance sector, Virgo, you might find that you are putting an end to one way of earnings this at the top of the month. But eclipse energy can last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. So you might feel the initial brewings of wanting to have something come to an end. It could be a job, but it's not the 6th or 10th house. It's more about a way of earnings, an investment, or where you have your money might need to be looked at, reviewed, I should say. Now, also, the second house is self-worth, self-evaluation. So you might become aware of something that you need to see internally about how it is you are valuing your own worth. That's interesting. And what you think you deserve, what you think you deserve to earn, could be what the eclipse wants you to see. Some place might not be paying you enough, or you might actually be doing more than you originally started, and now you really want to see something from that, or you're going to tell them to kick rocks. So good for you. On the 8th of April, Jupiter goes direct at 12 degrees Leo. He's been in Leo since July of 2014. He'll be there through August 11th of 2015. Now, he's direct in your 12th house. He's in the most quiet house for you. He's just about to enter, Virgo, though, in August. So that is super game-changing, exciting energy, especially if you're a Virgo rising. But watch your ascendant forecast as well, because they're very accurate for transits. But now that Jupiter is in Leo, this is your 12th house of psychic ability. It's a very quiet house. It's spirituality. It is dreams and premonitions. There is a growth in your psychic ability with Jupiter, who expands and gives a sense of faith and optimism in that ability. So you can believe that in your own premonitions and feel that they are valid, because Jupiter is helping that state of mind grow, the 12th house of internal intuition, of your own thought processes. That's the 12th house. So it's not, he's been retrograde. He doesn't have a detriment in retrograding. It's just a slower amount of abundance. But now that he's direct, it's full speed ahead, because he's still involved in the fire trine with Uranus and Aries. And Uranus is sudden and abrupt change, trining Jupiter in the 12th, and now the direct. So they can both do what they do best, both direct. A lot of spontaneous energy in the 12th house. You could get sudden premonitions, and almost as if they're blinding you, like, whoa, that was a whole movie I just watched. Very detailed. On the 11th of April, Venus, the planet of love and money, will enter Gemini. Love that. And this is your 10th house. She'll be there through the 7th of May. The 10th house of career. So you have Venus beautifying, also giving money to the career. There could be promotion at that time for those of you in, a serious position. Not the 6th house of daily grind and work and errands, but your high title, your status, the 10th house of how you are projecting yourself out into the world. Venus in Gemini is a beautiful placement because she will beautify the career. If you're not happy with what you're doing, she'll give you the energy to really feel proud of yourself. On the 14th of April, Mercury, your ruling planet, enters Taurus. Mercury entering Taurus affects your 9th house through April 30th because he will go into Gemini and then retrograde next month. But we'll get into that at the end a little bit. Okay, Mercury goes into Taurus until the 30th. On the 14th, this is certification. This is your schooling, your foreign travel. It's also your belief system, how you are expanding your mind, your higher learning, your broadening of your horizons. And he's information. Mercury is communication and information, details, analysis. You're really going to want to take advantage of contracts and paperwork at that time, but also study keeps coming up. The more you study, the more you learn, the better you are. On the 16th of April, Pluto is going to retrograde at 15 degrees Capricorn. So Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008, and he's not moving till 2022. So we're going to have to get used to him there, and he's sitting right smack in the middle at 15 degrees in your 5th house of romance and children. So him retrograding is just instilling more intensity into this sector. Very possessive planet. You could be very possessive over your children or your romances at that time. Also, you could be very much wanting to change the romance or change a creative endeavor. The 5th house is creativity and risk-taking and taking a gamble on something. So Pluto might make you feel the need to really get something launched or off the ground on a creative endeavor, but with him retrograde, it makes it a little bit frustrating to move forward. You might have to wait a little bit. Pluto likes a big pause. So let's see, give him some time to get used to his retrograde. On the 18th, we have our new moon at 28 degrees Aries. Aries for you is your 8th house of intimacy, but it's also legal settlements and inheritance, property, taxes, estates. You would be great to get your taxes handled. Well, it's too late. The deadline's the 15th. The 18th would be a great day, but that'd be too late for you. The new moon, okay, you could set your intentions on property or shared resources you would like to receive. This is the only new moon you will receive in the 8th house. So if you have some things you like handled there, you know what to do. On 4/20, the sun enters Taurus. So the sun will then be conjunct Mercury in Taurus in the 9th house. Great day for traveling abroad. No local travel, but go the distance. Or great time to start your courses and your certifications and your master's and your PhD stuff at that time. When the sun, wherever the sun is, that's where we focus. The sun is the life force. It's Apollo himself. So your focus is on this 9th house of metaphysical experience and the broadening of your mind, which is always good to do. On the 30th, on the 30th, Mercury enters Gemini. So this is affecting your 10th house of career. Now, what is unusual about this is that Mercury usually stays in a sign for 21 days, about. Very quick guy. Once he hits Gemini, he's realizing that he's home. Okay, Mercury is trying to go home. And once he's there, he retrogrades next month, May 18th through June 11th. So he'll retrograde at 14 degrees of Gemini all the way back to 3 degrees of Gemini, and then has to go through Gemini all over again. So what rarely is happening is that Mercury is in one sign from the 30th of April through July 8th. Very rare, and it's in its home sign of Gemini, which is going to be very busy for gems. But This is affecting your 10th house, but what you want to do here, you don't want to take too much action moving forward in the retrograde, but that's next month, May 18th to the 11th. But what's going to happen is when Mercury enters there on the 30th of April, between the 30th and the 18th, or a little bit before then, he's going to get you prepared for the lull that will occur in your career next month and in the top half of June. Virgoans will experience delays in their job sector, and since the eclipse is affecting your money, I'm feeling like the job and the finance is where Virgos will be hit. And by hit, I mean there's rearrangement. There's realignment needed because things might not be working as smoothly across the line as they should be. Eclipses and Mercury retrogrades can be useful for us. We're supposed to rethink and revisit certain areas of our life that we think are okay or we just don't want to deal with. And the universe is just like, guess what? We're going to deal with this today. So let me get to the cards. I'm using the Alchemical deck by Robert M. Place. And I just found out recently this is a very, very rare, it's out of print now, but this particular deck is so rare. It has 2 Lovers cards in the major arcana. It's actually selling for thousands of dollars. I'll never part with it, but it's good to know. But I actually ended up pulling the 2 Lovers cards in one spread out of 78 cards. 4 of them were the Lovers, and that's never happened to me before. So I'm mentioning the Lovers card now in all of the readings because I feel like those cards just want to keep popping up. Okay, Virgo, what's in store for you? And if you'd like to read with me, I'm available all through the week at audreyallison.com for readings. And on Facebook at Audrey, Alison, Astrology, and Tarot. Virgo. 3 of Swords. Well, that's loss and heartache and pain, suffering. Ooh. 7 of Swords. Let me see what comes up before I do the summation. I don't like these too much. The King of Fire, or the King of Staves, or Wands, whatever you prefer. And then the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is better. All right, so basically, what's starting out like this, which is not very pleasant, neither is this, because this means you're gossiping or you're needing to watch the slyness or the manipulation, vindictiveness. This experience led to that, led to you feeling like this. But now you need to really gather your feelings together. The King of Fire is someone who is passionate about what he's committed to, is someone who feels things very deeply, and is very feisty and aggressive and temperamental. And the Phoenix, this is the rebirth. This could be the eclipse energy as well, because you're rising out of the ashes, but you're rising from what might take you down from the eclipse energy. Rebirth, transformation, regeneration. This is the 8th house energy, and that's where your new moon is on the 18th. So what do you want to focus on? Is it new property? Is it the 8th house of new property? Is it this, what you're passionate about? I don't think you want to focus on this, because I think you are a little too much. And you might want to watch what you're putting out about it. All right. This is a beautiful card to end on because I think there's redemption. There's redemption here. You just have to figure out where you're going to put some money and where the right places to invest it are, and what job's going to give you what you're worth is, I think, the main focus of that. Thank you for joining me, Virgo. It's great to see you. Have a beautiful April, and I will see you in May. Have a sweet day.